Manchester United extended their club record for consecutive away wins in the league to 9. However, the first half is some of the worst passing I've seen from a United side in some time, and United get done on the near post again from a corner. On the whiteboard, I will analyse United's zonal marking from corners, why I hate zonal marking, the lack of work rate from United throughout the whole game, and the impact Fernandes had on the game by holding his position up the field more than usual. First, let's look at the stats. I want to focus on a few stats from the first half. Despite West Ham only having 36% possession, they had 12 shots on goal, created 5 big chances, missing 4 of those big chances and hitting the woodwork once. Looking at the possession stats, it doesn't seem possible that West Ham could dominate the attacking stats. Let's move on to the whiteboard to find out why. This is United's zonal formation for corner kicks. The first part of United's zonal formation is the player in the top right corner of the box who is there to mark a possible short corner. Then they have 4 players marking the area across the penalty spot. 3 players are on the edge of the 6-yard box and 2 players are marking the near post area. The way most teams will attack a zonal system is to have a man on the keeper, which most teams will do anyway, and then cluster their runners on the edge of the box to conceal the positions they want to run into and to ensure they get the run on the static zonal defence. And then the corner taker will look to hit one of the unmarked zonal areas which the runners on the edge of the box are looking to get into. If the corner taker hits the unmarked areas the players on the edge of the box are running into, it's almost impossible for a static defender to win a challenge with a player on the run. The reason I hate the zonal marking system is because the opposition can pre-plan exactly what they want to do because they see United's zonal formation every week. The defending players are not responsible for marking any one player, only their zone. This makes it easy for the attacking team to find space in the box, and as I mentioned a minute ago, the attacking team get the run on the defending team upon delivery of the ball. This is a screenshot of the situation in the box for the first goal. You can see that United are set in their zonal formation and all 10 outfield players are involved in it against 5 West Ham players. Despite a 10v5 situation, all of West Ham's players are unmarked because United's defenders are marking space and not players. West Ham players 1, 2, 3 and 4 are about to make their runs into the free spaces assigned to them before the game. The next phase of the corner kick is Rice getting into the space between Martial and Cavani to get the flick on. The final phase of the corner is Rice's header going across the face of the goal to Souček, who snuck around the back to tap the ball in. This whole corner kick routine was pre-planned based on the knowledge West Ham had of United's zonal formation. In commentary, Gary Neville blamed Telles for not going with Souček, and he could have said the same about Pogba, but what both players would say to not going with Souček is, I was marking my zone. In a 10v5 situation in favour of United, for 2 West Ham players to find space in the box is why zonal should never be used in my opinion, and it's 2 weeks on the spin United have been done like this. A lot of teams employ a part zonal and part man-to-man system. They will zonal mark the 6-yard box and then go man-to-man on everyone else, and to reduce the attacking numbers in the box, the defending team will leave a forward up the pitch, which forces the attacking team to leave 2 defenders up the pitch to look after him. In my opinion, this is a much more solid and reliable defensive formation to deal with corners. Now I'm going to go through a West Ham move showing United's lack of work rate. The ball is with Souček in a difficult position, in his own half, facing his own goal, and with Martial behind him, but all Martial is doing is looking at him and doesn't even attempt to press him. Souček pops the ball around the corner to Bowen. You can see that the distance between Martial and Souček is the same, showing that Martial was just standing. Bowen has Pogba and Telles in front of him, but neither go to press him. Bowen has gone from his own half into United's half unopposed and plays a square ball in field to Haller, who is in acres of space. But also look at how much Pogba and Telles backed off Bowen. Haller switches the ball out to Cresswell, who is in acres of space, mainly because Greenwood, who was on the right of midfield at this point in the game, is miles out of position. Cresswell plays the ball out to Masuaku. Wan-Bissaka is nowhere near tight enough, and Greenwood runs towards the ball instead of hanging out to pick up Cresswell, and again leaves Cresswell in space. Masuaku plays the ball back to Cresswell, with Greenwood in no man's land. Cresswell plays the ball back to Ogbonna, no pressure from Martial, and Souček is in acres of space in the middle of the park. And the last shot is of Ogbonna switching the play out to Kufal, with Telles nowhere near him. This isn't Ole football, this is basic play from West Ham made effective by United's lack of work rate to shut the player on the ball down. In my analysis of the PSG game, I pointed out how Fernandes loses patience when United are retaining possession and then drops deep to get a touch of the ball, taking himself out of the danger zone. Against West Ham, Fernandes showed what happens when he holds his position and refrains from dropping deep so much. In this first screen shot, all too often, Fernandes drops into these areas to get easy possession of the ball. In this situation, he holds his position goal side of West Ham's midfield. Wan-Bissaka slips a ball through to Fernandes, and now he has forward runners to pick out. In this next situation, the ball is played forward to Fernandes, who again is goal side of West Ham's midfield. He turns on the ball, drives into the space, and slips a nice ball inside to Greenwood, who is in a dangerous area with space in front of him. This next situation was my favourite because in my analysis of the PSG game, I pointed out a situation where Fernandes dropped deep to get on the ball, and I demonstrated a pass that Lindelof could have played if Fernandes stayed in his position. In this screenshot, Lindelof is about to play a ball up to Fernandes. The ball is played up to Fernandes, who again is goal side of West Ham's midfield in the danger zone. He turns on the ball and slips a great ball through to Rashford, who hits the post in a one-on-one. There were many more situations like this of Fernandes getting on the ball in the right areas. In my opinion, less is more with Fernandes. He doesn't need to be on the ball all the time, he just needs to be on the ball in the areas where he can win the game for United. The Devil's verdict is, the team performance was a disgrace. It was Fernandes' great performance and 3 individual moments that got United out of the shit. Greenwood scored a great goal, but other than that, he was lazy and undisciplined. Lindelof and Maguire were all over the place, and McTominay and Pogba couldn't hit a barn door with a pass, but United continued to win away from home. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the analysis and how you thought the game went. Please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video.